Welcome, everyone, to the Hardin Local Weekly podcast. I'm Rachel Brinningham, and we're so glad you're here with us today. And we've got one question for you today. What's bugging you, Hardin County? We mean it quite literally. Our sponsor today is a local pest control. Our guest is the guy who actually shows up, and we want your worst bug story in the chat. Phil's got a live guest woven all through today's show. I'm so excited. Josh from Lead Pest Control, which is a brand new local company, and we're going to hear his story in 3 parts. John's got a packed week of events, a ribbon cutting, free concerts, movies on the lawn, even a ladybug release. That's so fun. I love that. Nate, of course, has our business buzz, and it's one that you have waited on, okay? We finally got an official Publix opening date. I'm so excited. And then Britton and Michelle react to Contreras Eats' brand new Mexibachi bowl. That sounds yummy. I'm excited to hear about this. Plus, of course, I'll update you on the local housing market and how it's performing. And we've got a fun icebreaker question. So stick around, but first, let me introduce you to all of my amazing co-hosts. I have Phil Tall, who is the founder of Hardin Local. I've got Scott Lucas with us, who is my co-host. I've got John O'Brien with the events and happenings. Nathaniel, who goes by Nate Bryan, he brings us all of our business news and updates. And I've got Britton and Michelle McDowell, our experienced eaters. And of course, you probably know who I am, but I am Rachel Brinningham. I am your host and your Hardin County housing market expert. Before we get into the show, I want to ask for one thing today, and honestly, it's the most important thing we'll ask of you all year. We want you to subscribe at hardinlocal.com, okay? Everything we're building from here forward hinges on this. So if you don't mind, take the next couple minutes right now and get signed up. It's completely free to you. It's very easy, and it really would mean the world to us. We all do this for free. We all jump on here every Tuesday and give of our time. The research that is put in behind the scenes, all of that is just to bring this to our Hardin local market. And so if you don't mind, here's exactly how you do it. 1, go to hardinlocal.com. You'll scan the QR code. You can also scan the QR code right here on the screen. Click the subscribe button, enter your name and email. And this is the step people miss. Go to your email and find the confirmation message from us. If it's not in your inbox, make sure to check your spam or junk folder. And if it's not in there, move it back to your inbox and click the link to confirm. Okay? So you'll want to make sure to do that second step, because we can't be sending you fun emails with all kinds of cool information if you don't confirm your subscription. So once you're confirmed, we'll always get our updates no matter what Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, or TikTok decide to do with their algorithms. We're on all of those, by the way, and we'd love for you to follow us everywhere. But those, of course, are secondary. Hardinlocal.com is the place. It's how we can always reach you directly. So please, while you're thinking about it, just go ahead and take a moment, scan the QR code, so hit subscribe, follow the steps, and make sure to hit that confirmation button in your email. Okay. And as always, I love to have your engagement during the podcast. So make sure you drop comments, questions, shout outs. We love to pull them up on screen and read them and interact with all of you guys as you watch. Today's episode is brought to you by Lead Pest Control. I'm super excited to have you, Josh. Thank you for joining us. They are a brand new local owner-operated pest control company right here in Hardin County. The owner, Josh Frenette, is with us live today, and Phil sat down with him before the show, so we'll hear his story across the episode. Quick version, though, Josh grew up here. He graduated from John Hardin and spent 10 years in pest control before starting his own company built on one idea: treat your home like he'd treat his neighbors. Licensed, insured, BBB accredited, leadpest.com. You can also call or text him at 270-600-8801. So I'm super excited to hear from you, Josh. Obviously, I do a lot for me. I'm excited for our guests. Of course, there's a lot of pests going on right now. I know personally the bugs have come out of the woodwork, quite literally. So I'm excited to hear. And it sounds like you've got a special Hardin Local deal coming later in the show. So thank you, Josh. Quick frame for today, guys. This whole show is built around one question. What's bugging you, Hardin County? It's our sponsor, Josh's whole philosophy, and we're running with it. So we're kicking off with an icebreaker, and we want you to drop yours in the chat, okay? All right, so here's the question. What's bugging you, Hardin County? And we mean it quite literally. Josh, who is with us, his whole thing is walking up to your house and asking what's bugging you. So before we get into the show, everybody's got one. I can't wait to hear your guys. What's your worst bug or pest horror story? I want to hear about the roach that flew at your face, the wasp nest in the grill, the mouse in the pantry at 2 a.m. Tell us. He's like, let me have this.
I will burn the house down moment, right? Who's going first?
I've got a good one. Hopefully Courtney does not.
I'll go first.
Oh, Britton, go for it.
All right. So, we have a shop cat here at the Red Brick, Fergus, and everybody's.
I must have lost him.
Yep. Some lag there.
Nate, you go with yours.
All right. So hopefully Courtney never ever watches this because with the life, not always. But anyway, so a few years ago, Courtney hates ants. Like that is the number one insect that she hates ever. And we had this ant that was crawling on our wall. And instead of getting a paper towel, getting a shit, she gets sprayed. The ant happened to be next to the thermostat. I do have a nice new thermostat, so.
Did it ruin the thermostat?
Oh, yeah. That was a fun few days. Especially during COVID, too, because it made it hard to shop for.
All because of an ant.
What ant?
I love it. That is hysterical.
Yeah, so it's okay.
Wait, Britton, we got to hear yours now that you're unfrozen. I'm dying. It's got to be good.
Oh, yeah. So, we have a cat here at the store, Fergus, and Fergus comes in and out. And so one day I was sitting in my chair, and Fergus had come from the outside and came in. This was like a week ago, and he comes running up and he jumps on my lap. And so I'm petting Fergus, and I noticed that a spot falls off and starts moving, and then another spot, and then another spot. And Fergus had apparently went through a nest of ticks, and he came in, and it wasn't just like the deer ticks, it was the little bitty seed ticks too. So let's just say 11 ticks later in a full body lint roll with a sticky lint roller, thanks to my wife and her heroics.
Oh no, we're not stopped. It's not going to go that easy, Britton. He comes over to me. I'm in the other side of the store. He comes over to me just like, come over here right now. And I'm like, okay. So I go, by the time, and he takes off running. And by the time I get over to where his chair is, I get over there, he has no clothes on. He's in the store over there with no clothes on. And he's like, I got ticks on me. Fergus came in and he had ticks all over. He's like, Deucey, I'm like, hold on. So I go get the lint roller and he's like, roll me. So in the store, he's standing there in his underwear, and I rolled his whole body with the lint roller, and we got so many ticks. So I happened to see that little hack on Facebook one time about using a lint roller to get them off of you, because sometimes you can't see them. So if you roll your whole body and roll your clothes, they come off on the lint roller. So
that is a good smart hack. I'm going to remember that with my kids.
Yeah, it was great. So that way you can roll all up your head. You can roll all over you in the cracks everywhere. But yeah, Mr. McDowell got rolled.
That's pretty funny.
In his underwear in the store.
Hey,
I had one from yesterday.
Did we lose you, Phil? I want to hear yours from yesterday.
We're just having fun today, aren't we? But this is more about a snake. I was actually one of my favorite. Actually, I think he is my favorite Hardin County plumber. Glenn Downs had called me. He was talking to me about something. I was outside my parents' house, walking around their house, not paying attention. And about time, he was telling his joke. He got to the punchline, and I about stepped on this 6-foot snake, just like that was right next to my parents' house. So I know you don't do snakes, probably, Josh, but I mean, that was pretty crazy. That's my story.
Well, Josh, I'm probably going to need this Hardin Local special, because we have a new construction building or not new construction, but we remodeled it. Well, this is our first spring in our building. And let's just say we were in a team meeting and all of a sudden one of my team members sees a mouse dart across the floor into one of our offices. Needless to say, the mouse has been caught. It is now in the field far away from my building. The pandemonium that transpired. I had grown women standing on top of couches. I had blood curdling, screaming. Like one of my team members locked himself in the office. I held a towel under the door. He caught the mouse. I mean, all of us were cheering the emotional roller coaster we were on. So I'm probably going to need you to come make sure there was only one because it was very disruptive. It took a long time to get back to work mode. Everybody was terrible.
Of a mouse?
Honestly, I stared that guy straight in his eyes and he was terrifying.
So it was a rabbit mouse. Got it.
Well, we figured out that he got into one of my team members' protein powder. So he was jacked. Okay. Just like John. Okay.
For sure it wasn't pre-workout.
It was pre-workout and protein powder, and she had jerky in there. He's been having a solid diet of protein powder, protein, and pre-workout. Like he looked like John. Like it was insane.
It's pretty crazy. Does anybody else have a story that had gone? Like not, go for it, John.
Yeah. Anytime cooking out is the worst. Mosquitoes always the worst, especially where I live. So last year when we did the double cheeseburger day, I made sure I had some candles out, the citronella candles, trying to get that. I'd be interested in getting some fixes on getting mosquitoes out of the yard. That's what I need to know.
There you go.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Well,
All right.
Yeah, audience, we want to hear your worst bug story. So bug, mouse, whatever, we want to know about it. And then, of course, we'll read the best ones as we go through. So the question being, what's bugging you, Hardin County?